Hi everyone, welcome to my week 2 discussion. There's a lot to cover. This is take 2. First one was 6 minutes, so I'm gonna try to keep it short. Um, but what I really enjoyed from this week um, so far is the reading. Um, so one thing that stood out to me in chapter 2 was learning about Alfred Wegener. I used to imagine scientists just figuring things out perfectly. I know that sounds juvenile, but that was kind of like my thought process. Um, but Wegener's story showed me that science is messy and it's brave. He noticed that continents fit together, that fossils matched across oceans, and that rock layers lined up, but people didn't believe him because he couldn't explain how the continents moved. What I love about that is that he trusted the evidence even when it made him unpopular. And that made me realize that science isn't about instantly being right, but it's about listening carefully to what the earth is saying. Um, and that's, you know, one one way of just seeing like science in action. Um, that also helped me understand what theory really means in science. So it isn't a guess, it's what happens when people collect a lot of evidence and try to make sense of it, just like what Wegener was doing, how he started with clues and later um, scientists added more. So, like seafloor spreading and plate movement until continental drift grew into the theory of plate tectonics. Um, it amazes me how scientists know any of this without going there. Um, the reading explained how earthquake waves act like messengers from inside the earth. They move differently through solid and liquid layers. By tracing how those waves bend or slow down, scientists can map what Earth looks like inside, kind of like giving the planet a scan. Um, that's also how they discovered subduction at convergent boundaries. One plate sinks under another. Earthquakes happen along that sinking slab. By tracing, um, by tracking deep earthquakes, scientists can trace the motion of plates as they dive into the mantle. So even though we can't see it, the earth is constantly giving us clues. Um, Learning all of this made science feel more honest to me, and I'm seeing myself as more of a naturalist these days. My worldview is definitely changing, but science isn't about pretending to know everything. It's about paying attention, questioning, which I love, um, and being willing to change when new evidence shows up, and not being stagnant, but being willing to stay open minded. And that's what makes me trust it. It's not because it's perfect, but because you're always learning. You're always learning something new. So thank you for watching my video, and I will um, let you guys know what I think um, in the comments, and hope you have a nice week.